They
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
pulled the ratings
Yo,
on
yo,
that.
yo, yo, yo. Okay, I still don't see.
They pulled it.
yeah. Oh,
Yo, okay, okay. So now we should be live and direct.
all right.
Now we should be live and direct.
When I from the article I saw, I thought it was from the Washington Football Store that he was talking about. It was the third party. I have to go back and
With
look
the
at it.
third party pulled it as far as
Oh, okay, so that's probably the so I need a chance to read the article. Yeah. As I told the folks that was applauding him online, I was like, they own the rights to his name when he signed the contract. They can put his name on any jersey they choose to, in any collection they choose. The fact that they're respecting his wishes is one thing, but if they chose to, as everybody says, Snyder's so greedy, he would, whatever, whatever, whatever. If he was greedy, he would put. But it's just, this folks just want to be negative and want to be angry and be upset. I'm like, man, just calm down, man. It's not that major, you know. It doesn't have to, always be a fight. I have ulterior motives. Sometimes this is what it is. And final sports nugget I'm going to have right now, Super Bowl start, is how dirty the Rams did Eric Dickerson, Hall of Fame running back. They offered this man nosebleed section for 400 seats at the Super Bowl. Eric Dickerson kindly denied the ticket and said,
yeah.
I'd rather watch at home,
Yeah.
which he'd probably have a better view. But how do you not put that man in the owner's seat? That man ran for 2,000 yards in one season. Hall of Fame running back. Put the Rams on the map. Had him on his back.
Mm-hmm.
How can you not put that man in the owner's seat? You put him in a nosebleed?
Yep. That's a Snyder move, honestly.
Nah, Snyder had him in the owner's seat because he won a photo op.
Not all of them, but
He won a photo
who
op.
was it? Was it Snyder who did that,
No,
or
Snyder always had him.
Jerry? Was
It's
it Jerry?
probably Jerry. Snyder always had him in the
I feel
box
like
because he always got the photo op.
yeah.
He
But
always about publicity.
as far as John ratings, John, his main issue with his name was the fact that he said he felt dirty. He didn't feel right with his name on a team that he didn't play for. He said he's not he doesn't understand how other alumni are okay with this. And I sort of understand. I sort of understand him what his point. He never played for the Commanders. Technically, nobody has played.
He played for the
You're
franchise.
right, but the franchise has changed names two times now since he has, um, played for them. And I don't believe they put his name on the Washington football team jersey.
They knew it was temporary.
Right.
This is
So this is the first time his name has been on a team that, in his eyes, he didn't play
I understand his logic and thought process, but I said it's a business move. You got folks that go buy it. They want to sell it. He can't do nothing about it unless they choose to take it off, which they are choosing to do. And I mean, like I said, one five one something. He's a marketing genius. He's made money off of many things after he got out of football.
for. Mm-hmm.
He was a great player. He got us, Super Bowl.
In '83.
Yeah, so I mean, not that I hate him,
Mm-hmm.
but let's be real. It's like him and Chris Cooley, they drinking, but let's leave it at that. Saying nothing else, 'cause I don't want no lies. We all have heard some of the John Riggins stories, not just in his playing days, but after his playing days. We all know about that motherfucker Chris Cooley. If you don't know, go check out a couple of shows I did like 2 weeks ago. I broke down some. No, I don't think I did. But this
Not on
dude,
air.
not on air. Google
It
Chris
was that
Cooley.
bad.
Yeah,
It was that bad. You didn't want to talk about it on
yeah,
air.
because I mean I might, because like I said, I'm trying to go viral. That's why I just been posting stuff just to, get some clickbait. Yesterday I posted a breaking news story that Kyler Murray got traded to the Vikings. I got it off of Twitter. Folks was like, "No, he didn't." I was like, "I know. I think it's a clickbait."
I swear.
I'm
Things
just
people would
saying.
do.
I'm
Well,
just saying.
John, I understand. He's worried about his legacy. When, further down the road, he doesn't want to be known as someone who played for the Commanders when he didn't. I understand. I don't necessarily completely agree with it, but I understand where he's coming from. He does pose a decent argument. At least it's not completely just
Oh, I
crazy
get
and
it.
left
So
field.
I got a question. So, but their championship rings still count, even though they changed the names, right?
Yeah.
Still the same
Yep.
franchise. Everything is still the same.
Still,
this-
everything is the same. I mean, you keep the franchise, um, because it's still the same organization. It's just a rebranding.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like, let's say, years from now, someone looks back and they're looking up John Riggins. Okay, well, he won the Super Bowl in '83. Well, what team did he play for? That's in his eyes. That's where he's coming from.
He's a
So he
clown.
played for Washington. That's
So he
why I
played
said
for
it's-
Washington, yeah.
Right,
it's-
but
it's just,
they're not going to do
folks
that.
just
He's
some
on some
folks just
clownish
wanna be
behavior.
anal, man, about shit. It's like shut the
Well,
fuck
he did
up.
say, he was like, I'm not comfortable with it now. Maybe that will change in the future. He said maybe it's just too soon.
Meaning he wants more money.
No, he said it's probably too soon, which there are a lot of fans that feel that way too. They're like, I don't know how I feel about this. Hopefully it grows on me. So that's what he's saying in a sense, but he's just taking another route with it.
It's a name. I get it.
But here's the thing. It's a name to you because you are coming from a fan or a spectator perspective.
I was a diehard
To
fan.
him, yes, a diehard fan, but that's still a spectator.
I'm speaking on the fan part.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about Riggins. I understand Riggins.
Right,
It's
he's-
fans that feel this.
Oh well, the
They're
fans,
so defiant and just
we're
like
not gonna worry about it.
some of them are.
You always going in on it.
Because they're hilarious. Because I actually, I got a friend on social media that, we cool. She's in California now. She's like, they're no longer the Redskins, so I'm no longer rooting for it. If you have any Commander stuff on your page, I'm not going to accept you as friend. Like, really?
What?
Is that major? Like,
That's the
it's just the change. It's the same.
But those are not real talk. We see the diehard fans. Real talk. We see the diehard fans. Were you a fan of the name, or were you a fan of that organization?
That's what I'm saying.
Were you a fan of the
They're
team?
not Trump supporters. No, it's not. It didn't happen. It's
Because
still
for me,
Redskins.
I was very vocal. I was like, I'm a ride or die for my team. However, I'm not that fond of the name, but I'm not gonna leave my team because they making stupid decisions. Who's to say they're not gonna change it again in 5 years because everybody hate it? You know
That's
what I
true.
mean?
That's true.
You never know. Because
All the bullshit they went through with the trade.
you're right, but at the same time, people aren't saying the Washington commies. Come on now, that's not a good look.
Honestly, winning carries on. If they win, nobody gonna give a damn.
Yeah,
about
but what
it.
happened if they don't?
They don't. They gonna have the same bullshit. They gonna be even when they win, they still gonna be pissed off about something. Like I said, when we had a 20-point victory, fans thought they should have won by more. I'm like, y'all really, man, y'all smoking some of that good shit, man. They play a good game and you want, perfection like it's a game of Madden. That's great.
So speaking of some good shit,
Mhm.
Snoop Dogg actually owns Death Row now.
That's correct. Have you seen the news as of yesterday?
No.
So I knew something was coming. We got good news. He owns Death Row, which is a major, major thing.
Because he wanted it, then he couldn't get it, but then
And now he got it.
yeah.
Okay, for Snoop to own Death Row, it's for people, especially for people who were hip hop fans back when Death Row was popping and when Snoop first stepped on the scene. That's a big thing.
Yes. Yes.
So yesterday, he's being sued for sexual assault allegations. Yes, as of yesterday. So the day before he got this halftime performance, right after they announced that he now owns Death Row. Come on now.
Oh, yeah.
Not to say that he didn't do it, but the timing is impeccable.
Oh yeah, of course.
So I knew something was coming.
Oh yeah.
So if in fact he did not do it, I need y'all to understand that Snoop, we need to protect him at all costs. If he didn't do it.
Why would Snoop be too high to even trying to take
Shut
some
up.
pussy?
You know what? It don't make sense at all.
Man, when you smack all the time, you are not
Here's the thing.
taking pussy.
He's Snoop.
And you ain't got
He ain't got
Snoop
it.
showed up to an award show with two chicks who volunteered to be on a leash. So
Snoop got paid to host a porno. Girls Going Wild.
Snoop, I said Snoop. Snoop literally admitted to being a pimp for a little bit.
I
So is
mean,
that what they talking about?
I mean, he hanged around with he was hanging with Don Juan.
Yeah, that's the reason why.
Niggas was hanging tight.
And then they told Snoop, because this was when him and his wife had split for a little bit. They was like, you know what, go back to your wife, man. This you don't need to be doing this. So again, even if it was back then when he was a pimp,
Well, you know, I mean, we'll see how this plays out.
like I said, the timing is impeccable.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's always impeccable because it's.
Should making calls from there.
No, Suge actually said he's probably Snoop and Suge on good terms.
Right,
Mhm.
they were. They
He
were
made
on good
he
terms.
made a song. Snoop made a song of his last album, basically talking about how he came to peace. He actually talks to Suge while he's in there and stuff, and how he came to peace with Suge, which
And
I
what
was
should
some good.
what should I say? You can't run death row from where you at.
He been, but
Shit is mad for no reason.
but
But I'm
Suge,
just saying, it
but
ain't
Suge
like
had been lost death row. He had been lost
right.
death.
But I'm just saying, whether he lost it or not, you can't run the record label from where you at. Period. So he can't be mad. If anything, you should be happy that Snoop of all people got it
Yeah.
versus some random
And,
person
and,
that's going.
and Snoop is an A&R for
You right, he's
for
not.
Def Jam. And
But
also Master P and
his
Snoop is
trial
working.
is funny.
Master P and Snoop they working on some things too.
Yeah, I've heard.
So they Master P actually they debuting a new rap snacks, the Snoop Dogg flavor joint.
Okay.
So uh, look, Master P makes money.
Yeah,
Like
he does.
and
If he don't do nothing else, he gonna make some money.
the thing about it is, I was never a Master P music fan.
No.
However, as a business person and the stuff that he did for his community and for his city and for his rappers and stuff, like he's one of like you don't really hear stories about Master P not paying rappers.
Right.
He was paying gold artists like they were platinum.
And
Like
even his little movies.
yeah,
They were terrible, but
they were brilliant because financially they made the money.
yeah,
Lyrics was bad. The
that
Tony
was
lyrics
terrible.
I
But
mean,
but real talk, I feel that way about Tyler Perry too. I'm not a fan of his work, but what he does for Black Hollywood now
yeah.
is, hey, I'm all for it. But just like Master P,
But you know they.
I was a Master P music. Some of his music.
you was saying, make us say,
Yeah, I had his the down south beats was what.
yeah, the beats was
And,
fire.
and I was the bass head, you know. I had my sister, so I was
So you gotta clarify that when you say that because basehead means a lot of different things.
She was a bass.
I keep on forgetting.
I'm from New York, so if you said you was a basehead,
I,
You keep forgetting what because even around here they were saying bass head.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I used to have a system in my truck with an extensive music
There you
system that had like 5,000 watt system.
This is not Miami. You can't be like I'm a basehead.
You
You know you're on the East Coast. You're on the East Coast. You say you're a basehead. You know we think deep cut, but can you feel it?
But that's a term that you may want to clarify.
Yes. Yes.
I'm talking to people that know about music.
But you talking to
That's
our audience that could reach anywhere. Yeah.
Because I don't do that shit.
So so big shout out to Snoop. It's Black History Month.
That was a big flex.
Yes. I urge, you know, because we always talk about the different inventors and stuff like that. Like for Black, not even just for Black History Month. I urge all young Black men, even old Black people, find out about our secret history because you would find out that like we really built this country. Like we did like 80% of the work.
Yeah.
Maybe 90. Maybe 95. Like if we list all the accomplishments of, and you shouldn't just try to find out just because it's Black History Month. You should try to find out because it's your history.
Right.
You know, one of the saddest things, and it's not for everybody because I'm not gonna say all people are like this, but one of the saddest things was, I remember there was a dude at my job, and we were the security guard and me, and we were talking to this young African dude, and he had no idea who Malcolm X or Martin Luther King was, but he knew who 50 Cent was. And it's like those guys are the reason why you're here. Like that
Yeah.
you have rights and stuff.
And
And
you know, it just how old is he?
he was young. He's probably like 23.
Okay, so that's usually the reason why. Um, in recent years, what and I have a conversation with my friends that are from other countries,
Mhm.
whether they're here or not. What is presented to the rest of the world of us is a certain thing. Black excellence is difficult to get out of this country into the worldwide media than it is any ratchetness.
Yes,
And not to say 50 Cent is all ratchet, but he's had some moments that are not necessarily favorable, and that gets pushed before anything positive that he does.
definitely, definitely.
So if he knows about 50 Cent, well, what does he know about 50 Cent? Because I can guarantee it ain't the good stuff. Just like the stuff that comes over to us from the entire continent of Africa, not just one country, but the entire continent is negative. All the image we used to see growing up, all we saw on TV about Africa was little kids with bugs on their ass and asking for us a 1 cent of that.
Which made you not wanna
Go
go to
to Africa.
Africa.
Exactly. And now we're educating ourselves, because that's literally what we have to do, on the positive that's in Africa and all these different countries. And we also were taught Africa is just one as a whole.
Yes.
But think about it. Our news and stuff is broadcast all over the world. We only way you get other countries' news is if you subscribe to their channels to get it.
But some
So
of these
they give
countries
you.
ain't getting our stuff.
I mean, some of them not, but most of them will jump on YouTube and they'll jump on the internet to see the stuff.
But that's why I asked how old he was.
Man, so I mean, but this just goes back to our country has a keeps us in a narrow perspective and only allows us to see what we want to see unless you do go research and look for yourself. But now more people are looking for themselves
Right.
and they're seeing it.
Right.
So
But also, even with going on YouTube and things, now we got a new obstacle. These algorithms.
Yeah.
These algorithms show you what they think you want to see.
And so
If
you
you
miss out
create
on a
a
lot.
fake page now, all you got to do is click a couple of far right things. Your everything you see.
that's why we say research. That doesn't mean go to one source.
Well, I mean,
Well, no, you can't. You right, but you have to actually make an effort to search the other things, because what is going to be suggested to you is going to be like, if you go on YouTube right now, it is so easy to mess up your algorithm. Ask me how I know. My kids will go on my YouTube and watch something that is completely outrageous. And I'm getting all this stuff. I'm like, are you kidding? I don't like anime that much for that to be coming. I don't even, real talk, I don't even watch anime outside of them anymore, because they do too much with it. But you watch one thing and that's what they think that you, and everything has an algorithm. We can be talking right now about something, so we can talk about cotton candy. Cotton candy. Next thing you know, you on Facebook minding your business and you're gonna get an ad to buy cotton candy.
Same thing on IG.
I'm sorry if I messed up y'all algorithm that thing.
So I was about to say something, but I just got breaking news. This is actually CP3 breaking news. NFL running back Adrian Peterson was arrested in connections, what officials say is a domestic violence incident today at the Los Angeles International Airport.
Oh, he was going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, well now he's going to the jail bowl.
Oh my God! Wait, domestic violence at
the airport.
What he do?
Um,
What he do?
apparently he swung and didn't miss.
But against who though? Because you know they
It said
got
that-
him with the kids. That
I mean, it
time.
said domestic violence. I'm assuming it's with his spouse.
Because you know that time he beat the kids, he got you know, he got in trouble for
He
that.
got no trouble for that.
Super Bowl had started. The Rams had the ball and just got sacked by Hendrickson. Third down, first quarter, 13 minutes, 13 seconds left. About there around 50. I said it's going to depend on whose defense steps up.
Well, we see one is already.
Cincinnati's coming out ready. You know, they know the Rams have a potent offense, and They don't want to afford it. They can't afford to get behind him, but they did have a potent offense also.
Mm-hmm.
We're back on the 25, 30, 17. Looking for the Rams to pull something up, try to get this first. Maybe this might be two down territory.
It says it's between a man and a woman, so it was, yeah. But mhm. Rapper Kodak Black was shot in the leg yesterday. A fight broke out
Where was he?
in Florida. A fight. No, I'm sorry. He was in Los Angeles. Kodak Black was reportedly one of the three people shot when gunfire rang out during a fight when a fight at a Justin Bieber Los Angeles after party over the weekend. And they shooting at Justin Bieber's events. It was like Saturday afternoon.
Oh, how did you get shot by Justin Bieber?
Mm-hmm.
But you know, Justin Bieber, he went hood for a while.
He went hood. He's not hood though. That's the
Mm-hmm.
problem.
How you gonna when you get shot at? Oh, Justin Bieber.
Yeah, that don't even sound.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'm about to reason I got shot in the hood. Like,
I was just saying.
I was at a Justin Bieber after
I was just
party and
saying
I
it
got
was
shot.
Dancing and stuff just got out of control after that.
So it was three people that got shot. One was 19, 24, and the other one was 60.
60.
Yeah.
Shot somebody granddad.
Um, you know, Ice-T warns these young rappers going to Los Angeles. Remember, there are
Yes.
50,000 gangbangers. This is the realest shit ever.
Yep. Because some of them are really fake hard, you
Mhm.
know, and don't get yourself caught up.
It was just like that video TikTok with the dude flashing the money. And
They got snatched.
they got snatched up and he yelling there, call the cops, call the cops.
Mhm.
They snatched his money because he wanted to flash in the
I
hood.
mean, keep in mind, this is how we lost Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke was lost in was lost in Cali. You know, somebody got his location, they robbed his house, and he was killed. And he was only in his 20s. Good up and coming New York rapper.
It's crazy.
Um, Kid Cudi and Kanye West got into a beef.
Well, I don't. He got first of all, Kanye got into it with Billie Eilish first.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't even pay attention to Billie Eilish.
and but here's the thing: the problem is that he was paying attention to Billie Eilish. She was at a concert. Someone dealt with a medical issue. She stopped her concert, helped them, and she said, "I stopped my concert and make sure they're okay. Then I continue." That's what she said. Kanye felt that she was talking about Travis Scott. Kanye decided to tell her she needed to apologize and said he is not going to perform at Coachella until she apologizes. Billie Eilish then doubled down. She deleted her comment. However, she did double down. A lot of people see it now. They didn't screenshot. It's on there. But she said, I literally said nothing about Travis Scott. Because Kanye was like, you owe Travis an apology. And all. She said, I literally said nothing. And now he's going in with Kid Cudi. He was like, he's friends with you know who. So he's not gonna be on my new album. And he was like he even mentioned Billie Eilish in that statement too.
I was gonna reach out to him.
For what?
Because he got the new Donda Sports. He just got Antonio Brown as the vice president of operations. I was going to shop Sports OTHP, see if he throw some money. I mean, I'm just saying.
I mean, I say why not?
Yeah,
Get
throw
the
him up
bag.
Antonio Brown to run. I'm like, well, shit. Let me see.
I mean, get the bag.
With you when it comes to Kanye,
Yeah.
you gotta
throw me a couple of 100,000. You know, for Sports OTHP.
and let me say this, Kanye, you know he got a battle with his soon to be ex-wife Kim. Right.
So I might better sign under the
He
radar.
got he got a battle, and his angle is that he's a black man trying to see his kids, and she won't let him, even though we keep seeing him in videos with his kids. But at the same time, he's like, you know, putting this outcry into the black community as if he wants us to support him, right? Here's the problem, Kanye. Keep in mind that you don't date black women. I'm not understanding how you keep turning your back on the black community but you want us to rally against you. Wearing a MAGA hat at the time that you was wearing a MAGA hat rolling with Trump wasn't helpful to the black community. Wearing or well, going on and talking about Harriet Tubman and how slavery is a choice and things like that, that's not helping the black community. But now you want the black community to back you or to support you. I'm confused. Like you're going back and forth. It's like it's
Yeah.
a toxic relationship.
Yeah, that's unfortunately the lifestyle. See, I guess with me to understand Kanye, you always got to take it back to where he came. So he always feels a certain way because he had to fight for everything that he's achieved. So when anybody comes at him in a certain way, he still has that chip on his shoulder. So he wants to be angry and be that dude, but he also wants to play victim at the same time.
And here's the thing: where he came from, he should understand. Do you keep burning bridges? You keep burning bridges. How many times you gonna take shots at the black community and then turn around and want us to help you? First of all, you got in with the Kardashians. Everybody knew that was a bad idea. And now, oh, the Kardashians are doing me wrong. Bruh, we literally told you that.
I mean, he just like I
I
said,
mean, but he was in love.
but like 151, we were talking
And
about
Amber.
the show.
Well, Amber was black.
Yeah, and then the thing with the whole Pete Davidson thing, which I didn't know, which 151 informed me of before the show. They were cool. They were like buddy buddy.
Yeah,
So
he
I
knew
can
that.
understand now. I mean, some of his animosity and some of his kirking the fuck out because that was somebody you considered a friend. And I don't fuck with Pete Davidson just for the fact that he was engaged to Ariana Grande. So fuck that nigga for real.
Well, here's
But
the thing about Pete Davidson, Kanye, and all that. Kanye has said before, like, you don't got no friends. Kanye and Jay-Z were friends.
Consider him.
They Kanye said that they were friends. But the way he kept trying to blast his friend, it's like, dude, who's really Kid Cudi was his friend.
Like we know, Kanye has
like,
issues.
Cudi was his employee.
He made it seem like they were friends.
I mean,
So
we know-
Kanye's definition of friend may not be everyone else's definition of friend.
I mean,
That's all.
that's true. I mean, it's just, but I would say this as a man, it's that's my ex, not even just my ex. That's my ex-wife. That's I got kids with her. That should be off limits if we are cool.
You're right, but at the same time, know who you married. Are we surprised? No.
No, but he's looking, but
This is Kim Kardashian.
but he's thinking,
We already everybody feels that way because
But
who
Lady
he-
Antoinette-
who he pulls.
he's not looking at her to blame. He's looking at, well, dog, you shouldn't even cross that line.
She was the one that you were married to. At the end of the day, I don't agree with it. If one of my friends breaks up with somebody, I'm not going at them. But that's just me personally. Everybody don't think that way. And I understand that. And then at the end of the day, Pete may not have felt Kanye was his friend.
He probably didn't. He's a white guy.
Like he was just somebody like, oh, when I saw him, I said, "What's up?" That's it. We weren't friends. But Kanye, like Kanye does, you gonna say whatever. But at the end of the day, if you did feel like he was the homie, this is Kim Kardashian. Are you surprised?
I mean, no one wants to think that your baby mama's a hoe.
He knew that. How did she become famous? Tell me.
That's my videotape.
So everyone.
But that don't make her a hoe. That
No,
means
but
she,
everyone saw
that,
her
but,
goodies.
but that don't make her a hoe. That just
Right,
makes
and then her whole family capitalized off of her vagina.
this a yeah.
Everybody is capitalizing off of their vagina.
You
But
got a vagina, you capitalized off
I
of
mean,
it.
everybody that has one,
I have a vagina. I'm not capitalizing
I didn't
off of
say
it.
all.
But
You
there's a lot.
said
Well,
everybody.
excuse me, not everybody.
But Lady Antoinette,
a lot of folks. Are
the
capitalizing.
videotape. I mean, it's not like it was a videotape of her getting a train ran on her or anything. It was just her having sex with Ray J, who wasn't even the biggest star at the time.
And
You
he
know.
got famous off of that too.
He got more
knew
famous.
I'm about to say we knew Ray J before him. She got famous.
He really was.
We knew
He
who
knew,
Ray
we
J
knew
was.
him as Brandy's brother.
Brandy's brother, the little illegitimate son on Moesha. And then
now he built off that he's doing very well. And he said that videotape made
yeah,
him.
the video catapulted him.
Yeah.
Yes, I will give him that. However, what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, Kim Kardashian is not known for favorable things, and she has dated a bazillion people.
I mean, but that's
Hollywood.
So if that's the case, why are you surprised that Kim Kardashian, who
But
comes
that
from
don't-
a family of opportunists,
but that don't make her a hoe.
but this is an opportunity.
Yeah.
She's an opportunist.
I mean, how with Pete Davidson, how was that out?
We don't know.
That's the opportunity I'm trying to figure out.
We
where's
don't know.
Like I said, he packing some shit.
Or she might be going through some things, and she heard he was packing, and she was like, "I'm
Well,
gonna
I've dated white women before, and after a rough relationship, sometimes they do go back to the other side because they feel like they've dated too many black men and getting tired of.
She's not white. She's an Armenian.
Well, she's going to the other side. Whatever the fuck she is. The point is, she's tired of dealing with black men because she feel like she's getting done dirty. And she just wanted something different, and that's the only thing I can think. Cause I don't understand how that dude is even famous. Cause honestly,
He's
yeah,
not funny to me.
I said same in the one. He actually has a stand-up special on a certain 3-letter network that I'm not going to name because we're not getting paid by them. But I refuse to watch it because when I saw him on Saturday Night Live, he wasn't funny.
No.
So I'm like,
Mm-mm. And
what?
then did you see him
And now
and
he
Kim
asked
on
for
Saturday Night Live?
no, I refuse to
No,
She
I
was
saw clips. I didn't watch it.
She's funny that when she was on it before, she was funny. I didn't watch her when he.
This was just recent.
I don't really watch Saturday.
When she
Night
did her little monologue, I thought that was the only time she was on there.
No. I only
Yeah.
watched
They had a
monologue.
skit
That was it.
together.
I just watched the monologue. I didn't even.
Yeah,
I don't like him. He's not funny.
yeah, well, he didn't really do anything. He didn't talk much.
Yeah, because when Dave
Truthfully, Saturday Night Live ain't been funny. Saturday Night Live gets funny like once every 5 years.
Well,
when
they
Dave
moments.
Chappelle was on there, I still got that recorded on my DVR. That was a classic episode.
Well, Saturday
That's
Night
'cause
Live,
it's
I
Dave
feel like
Chappelle.
right now, the reason, one thing is good about the current state of media is like we get them in clips, right? We can get each individual skit separately. There are some recent skits that are really good, but if you go back and watch the entire show, that was the only thing that came out of that whole show. So, they have their moments. Like when they were doing, politically speaking, when they poke fun at political figures, some of that's really funny to me. Like some of it is hilarious, and I'm sitting there cracking up. But those are moments.
Yeah,
I said some of them.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's not the same as it used to be.
No.
Like I worked with some of my older coworkers, they were talking about some of the old Richard Pryor, Gene
Yeah.
Wilder skits, and I was like,
Yeah.
that's that classic.
Those are funny.
Yeah. Now,
That's when you can watch the whole show.
Yeah, that's now it's watered down, but you can't even make shows like that because there's so much racial stuff that they were trying to break barriers on that they consider politically incorrect. It's
But
crazy.
they still Saturday Night Live is still politically incorrect. I will give them that.
Ooh. Hell of a throw and catch by Matthew Stafford to Odell Beckham for the first touchdown of the Super Bowl. LA Rams on a 6-play, 50-yard drive took up 3 minutes. I left my food sheet in the car, man. Check my numbers.
Well, I do want to give a shout out to Prince George's County, Maryland's own Isaiah Prince. He's playing for the Bengals.
Okay.
So that was
That's a
really
good look.
cool. Yeah,
That's
he's the
good.
number one player in Maryland. He came from Eleanor Roosevelt, I believe. Yeah. And then he went to Ohio State, so of course he's doing big things.
Good. That is a good look.
Mm-hmm. So, and he's right tackle for the Bengals, by the way.
Okay.
But we do have Maryland has a lot of ties to this game right now. You have people that went to University of Maryland. You have people that grew up in Maryland. Not just Prince George's County. But there's a lot of people that are tied to this game, which is really cool on both teams, by the way. But I wanted to give a shout out to Prince George's County because they don't get enough.
I'm glad y'all survived that snowstorm we had today.
I know, it was so tragic, right?
I'm afraid that my dog about to go use the bathroom. I think I haven't seen him again, man. It was so much.
My dog is so funny because one of the times I opened the door and I guess he sensed that it was some precipitation or something,
He
right?
was like, not
So
today.
he hesitated, then he looked, he was like, I ain't letting him outside.
He was asleep when I left by. He was looking like, I hit something. I don't see shit.
Right, ain't nothing for real.
All right, let me go out here real quick.
But
It
now,
was like the ground was lightly, like it was just a little wet, and then there was some snow coming down.
now the funny thing is, there were some people actually had snow that actually hit the ground, like their yard had snow in it.
Yeah, mine did for
My
a
grass
second.
ain't had no.
Mine did for a second, and then it just went away. It wasn't cold
Mhm.
enough. It was like
Yeah, 'cause
melting.
it was 60 yesterday, and then you get sleep. I'm like, the DMV is the prime example of what some women are bipolar.
Just because you date bipolar,
I said
women,
something. I didn't
no, I'm
say
saying
all.
just because you dating bipolar, you gotta come
I
out here
told
like
you
that.
it used to be. I told you Bob was big difference.
Come on.
I got some stuff.
Yeah.
I'm happy it was 60
I tried to
degrees.
add a picture and now it's acting crazy.
So, like yesterday. So I'm happy with 60 degrees weather.
What the fuck?
Not yet. You are not involved in your nonsense.
Do some transport.
No, you are not about to have my baby all messed up.
How let me
No, you are not about to
Y'all are really gonna.
Oh,
What's wrong?
It just started glitching. Okay, now it stopped.
All right. You.
You motherfucker.
Oh, that's how he's rich. So, y'all know Tristan Thompson, his numbers then came out as far
Woo!
as
That
child support.
child support number crazy.
Bless his little heart.
What is it? 120,000.
Yeah, but that's for all three, not
Mhm.
each, but
total.
yeah, total.
Man.
We'll be stacking this dough.
Mhm.
That's what I say with Nick.
He ain't gonna never be able to retire.
I say with Nick Cannon, that dude. I know, he got a lot of shows. So
But Nick Cannon can afford that because he has investments and stuff like that.
And then his oldest two, he ain't got to pay nothing for them.
Yeah, he just got paid in time. Like he ain't got more money
He
than
just
Mariah.
got to see him.
His name about to be Nick Raw Cannon.
Right, because he got another baby on the way.
He should be your idol.
There is no condom that could be formed against him.
But here's the funny thing. For a hot second, he said he was celibate.
He did.
And
Then
he turned around like a week later. Nick Cannon says he's no longer celibate. Like, dude, you were celibate for a
When he
week.
found out she was pregnant, like I'm celibate, he thought about it. Well, fuck it, I got another one to take care of. All right, I'm not celibate no more. Who's ready?
And apparently, I don't know if they knew, but like he got pregnant when she got pregnant right around the time his other son passed away.
Yeah.
He was getting some sympathy
from another chick. Yeah. It's just too many. And I understand he wants to have a big family. He has lupus.
He does have a big family.
So no, but I'm saying he has lupus. So he said he wanted a big family.
Is he passing that trait along or kids are cool or
To my knowledge, they're fine, but at the end of the day, he wants a big family to leave behind his legacy.
Well, he's a college in that.
Right, but why do you have? First of all, it's so many different women. That's the first thing.
He won a multicultural baseball team.
It's not multicultural. They pretty much.
I mean, it seems like something you would do.
I mean, my cousin got 11, so he got a baseball team with him.
And then and he has kids like all like in the same year and stuff like that.
And he's trying to maximize. Maybe he racing. Maybe he knows.
That's why it has to be different women because they're so close together.
Maybe he knows death date or something. He's trying to beat.
That's what. And part of me wonders, like, Nick, do you have like a deadline or something? Do you have a goal? Do you want to have like certain amount of kids by this date, and you're trying to achieve that goal?
I used to have that little head thing on, like
yeah. I don't know what that was about. I don't know what that was about. Nick
I know
with
a lot
his
of y'all
turban.
probably don't know who the fuck hygiene was. Go look at Johnny Quett.
Look,
Johnny
he
Quett.
had a turban. Let's just say that. I don't know.
That's where they got it from, Johnny Quest.
But I mean, turbans have been around for a very long time, but it's usually associated with a specific culture. And I don't know if Nick has any ties,
I mean,
but
he struck gold when he did Wildin' Out. Like,
he did. And then they did the tour and all that. And then they tried to snatch that from him.
we weren't
And
having that.
they were trying to give it to DC Young Fly, who turned it down. He said, "I'm not doing that to me."
Yeah.
Which, kudos to him. That's really.
I heard that dude's name so many times. I still got no idea who this shit
Oh yes, you do. You probably just ain't realize it was him. He was viral quite often on TikTok.
No, he
Not
was on. He
TikTok,
was on.
no,
He was on
YouTube.
Vine. He was on
YouTube and
YouTube.
Vine. You wasn't, but you were on other social media platforms that share. People share that stuff to those platforms.
He had that saying, "Bring that ass here."
Yeah. He would go in on people. You would definitely, if you saw him, it's like, oh yeah. I used to think he was from DC when I first saw him.
That's why I thought it's at least from Atlanta.
Yeah.
So I don't understand where DC came from, but
It's on his forehead. I was not being shady.
that sounds.
I was not being
Tattoos on
shady.
their forehead and their
He
face.
does. He has a tattoo on his forehead.
Luckily, he's in the industry, cause how you gonna
But
get a
it
job
kind of,
with
yeah,
that
he
shit?
kind of has.
Tell you what,
How you gonna get a job with
I
DC
mean,
on your forehead?
he
Let me tell you something. Y'all know what field I have been in, and I'm gonna tell you some of these people that I have had on interviews.
crazy.
We can do a whole show on some of these.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I
really?
I
I
can
remember the lows. Folks coming in running straight like blood to the enemy.
so I can just tell you. I had when I worked at Blockbuster. I actually had a guy.
Yeah.
Bar.
Yo.
What's going on? I'm 151. We got Lady Antoinette. We got CP3 in the building.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Nothing much, man. What's going on? We shout out to Alexis. She set this up. She was telling me, yo, man, I got this young kid. Man, he's hot. He making a movement. He got some good music. Let's set him up for an interview. So what's going on, Mr. PG Strat?
What's up, gang?
Nothing much, nothing much. So let's start with the easiest question of the night, man. Tell us about yourself.
Shit, my name PG Strap. Came from Roanoke, Virginia. That's where I grew up and raised. Shit, like, it ain't really too much.
How long you been doing music?
Shit, since I was 6, but I started really like dropping music when I was like around like 10, 11.
Okay, all right.
How old are you now?
18.
Dang,
So you a vet already?
Yeah, I'm a youngin.
you got me beat. I started working at 12. You started working at 6. Dang.
Too young. And about that life.
I mean, tell that to Lil Bow Wow.
And about that life.
They can be young. Tell that to MJ.
Okay. Um, Lady Antoinette, you got some questions?
Yes. So, where did your name come from? We have our suspicions, but where did your name come from?
Yeah, PG stands for Peso Gang. That's my partner's group. And Strap, I mean, I came up with that because the street shit was going street shit. So that's how I got that.
You got CP3. What you got? What you got, son?
What do you classify yourself as? An artist, an MC, an entertainer, a lyricist? What do you? I don't like to put categories or put labels on people. What do you consider yourself as music?
A musician, an artist.
Play instruments?
Yeah, I be fucking around. I fuck around. I don't just rap. I fuck around with everything for real. Like I do everything. I try to do everything.
Nice. My favorite artist, Isaac Hayes. He played all the instruments that was in his music. So it's very rare to find to be a true musician in today's music. 'Cause I love music, but I can't play a damn lick of anything. But I can listen my ass
All right, cool. So, I always like to ask this: how do you feel about the current state of music right now?
I can't hear you. What you say?
How do you feel about the current state of music right now?
See what you mean by that?
Like, how do you feel about music? Do you think it's in a good direction? Do you want to see it change? Do you think, how do you feel about the current state of music?
I can't even hear you.
Do you have me on the speakerphone?
Yeah, I got you on speaker.
Take me off of speaker and put the phone in your ear.
Hold on. Now I can hear you.
You can hear me better now?
Yeah.
Cool. And I was saying, like, how do you feel about the current state of music? Do you think it's headed in a good direction? Do you think it's growing? Like, do you feel that it needs to change?
Yeah. I feel like shit. I'm getting bigger day by day, so shit. I feel like it's growing, doing great for me. For real. It's working out. Everything working out. It's all in place for real.
No. All right, what you got, Lady Antoinette?
You said you started when you were 6. What got you
Yeah.
into music? What was that deciding factor? What made you want to go into music?
It's like a family thing. It's like a family thing for real. My uncles and them was rapping and stuff, so I think growing up around them, seeing them do it, so I wanted to do it. And I'm the only one that really took it serious for real and still making music still to the day, you feel me?
Hmm.
So yeah, watching it was just a little family thing going on. Then Chief Keef. I seen Chief Keef come out and then I definitely really wanted to be a rapper.
Okay, makes sense.
All right, what you got, CP3?
on. You said you like the way the current music game is going. What is the lasting impression you want to leave on the game, or you want to? What's the imprint you want to put on the game?
You said with the impress I want to put on the game?
Yeah, you said you like the current state, the way it's growing. So, what's the staple? What mark do you want to make in this music game to get your foot in the door and continue the growth of the music game?
Yeah, the goddamn keep turning up and goddamn network with other people and goddamn just the common goddamn I don't know for real. I don't know.
Okay, all right. Um, so what makes a great song to you?
You said what?
What makes a song great?
Oh, the song got to be great, man. The beat first thing. The producer, man, producers plays a big part in some of these records, man. All the records, for real.
That
Everybody. So the beat got to be right, and then hook, and just like the vibe studio got to be good. I gotta goddamn have the looker. The lights got to be off. It's gonna be lit. Just come out with a hit every time.
all right, what you got, Lady Antoinette?
Well, you said that you play different instruments. What instruments do you play, and do you ever incorporate that into your music?
Shit. No, I ain't putting nothing in the music yet, but I be fucking around like when I'm at the studio. It got all type of shit in there. And then me growing up, I was playing in the church too sometimes, and so I was fucking around with the piano, the guitar, the shit. Yeah. No, I ain't gonna call them the only two I know how to really play like at good.
Mhm. Okay.
Well, first of all, there ain't no small accomplishment because I couldn't string a guitar if you paid me. To be honest with you, and I can probably play like three
I,
notes on the piano. So if you can do that good, hats off to you, because
yeah, I like it.
suck. CP3.
Yeah,
Just watching the Super Bowl with Jamar Chase just making a hell of a catch with the Cincinnati Bengals. Goal line situation by the tie this game up. But let's see. Do you have any upcoming projects or videos in the works that we can check out? Because we never check out the music until you get here. But you have anything like
Oh, we got a video. We
oh,
have
you
a
got a
video. We
video?
got a
Okay.
video. I'm playing a video for him.
Okay. So you working on? I know you said networking is the key. So you working on any like collaborations with anybody or trying to expand and broaden your network?
yeah. I was just in Atlanta. Goddamn, shooting a video and shit. I ain't gonna speak on it, but I got a few little tracks coming with some big artists that's in the industry. Shit,
It's the key.
got
That's what's up. That's what's up. Alexis spoke really highly of you, man. And Atlanta is a good mecca of music. Uh, so with you teaming up with some people in Atlanta, um, that can take your music to a whole nother level. So I think that is a good look. You know, I always like to ask this question. So what is your Mount Rushmore of hip hop?
you said my Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Hold on. I gotta go back in the joint. I gotta hear you. Hold on.
And he hung up.
Turn the mic up.
Turn the mic up. But it happens. It happens. Um,
They could have lost the signal.
it probably could have. What's going on in the game, CP3?
Ooh, got a touch. Ooh, we lost the ball. It was 3rd and 10 on the 12 for the Cincinnati trying to get into the end zone. Gerald Burrow threw a bullet to their wide receiver, but he couldn't hold on to the ball across the goal line. He fit it in there, but Jalen Ramsey of the Rams got a nice hand in there to break it up. And the safety came over the top to make sure he didn't hold on.
Oh, poor baby.
That was definitely a crucial play. So it looked like
That hurt.
Cincinnati might be going for a field goal to make it 7-3. I need to get my pool sheet. I could ask you for my.
You did?
I think so. Yeah.
You sure?
This was the $2 pool, so I paid. I mean, the $10 pool. No, $2 pool.
We're not gonna go into detail. On
So how much you stand to win?
$1.25 a quarter. So for $10, I can win $1.25. That was a nice route, nice throw to Higgins. A good defense by the Rams and safety coming over the top to make sure he didn't hold on to the ball. Like I said, this is going to be a great game. So I'm coming down to see which defense stands up. So far, the Rams have answered the bell. The Bengals have also played tough, but the Rams getting the ball back essentially at home. We're playing Super Bowl in LA.
Yeah.
So they definitely have the momentum, definitely looking good. And I forgot to put my bet down for the engineer.
Oh well, you ain't gonna win nothing. I'm gonna give him about 2 more minutes, and then if not, I'm just gonna go ahead and play the video and stuff. But yeah, I mean, he's from out of Roanoke. This is funny because when I first heard the name PG, I thought he was in PG County.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah, yeah, but it was the name of his group and stuff. So that's cool. I like that because that reminds me of ASAP Rocky and the ASAP Mob, ASAP Ferg. They were really big on that and representing the area they were in. Uh, well, you know.
Well, I got it covered. I mean, what's that?
But but I mean, I think I like it that it's cool because even a TLP Star, like
yeah,
he had that's the name of his group, and Star was the actual rap name. I kind of like that. I dig the unity when they do that, because it shows me that people are moving as one, and a lot of people don't get that. So a lot of people don't understand if you're a force to be reckoned with. Um, like if you move as one, it's so much. If everybody plays their part, and it's just funny because we talk about this all the time on the show. But I just saw salute to my man Gilly. He was talking about this. He said, when everybody plays their part, it's easier to move. And he said, the one thing about me and our perfect game, he said, it's not just me and Wallow. There's other people that play their part. And when they play their part, they allow me to move and they allow the show to be successful, as is. He said, it's not about one man. He said, the thing is like, there's not a person, and this happens with Renegade a lot. He'll get people that want to be a part of his success, but then they want to rap too. And then now it's a conflict of interest because now you're trying to do what he does. And like, I don't cover sports. That's CP3's joint. So I'm not going to be able to, I don't compete with CP3 with covering sports. Nor do CP3 try to compete with covering hip hop.
So we got some breaking news.
What happened
We
next?
was talking about Kanye. I was just scrolling on IG and on the House of Highlights page. After Odell Beckham Jr. scored a touchdown, there's a video of him giving his touchdown gloves to Kanye West's kid.
Damn.
And
She got her another football player.
OBJ, he already got a chick pregnant, and I think he was covering being gay to get her pregnant.
You
Yeah.
know what?
That's what my
I only mess with OBJ.
I'm not a big
He did
fan of that
nothing.
man either,
He
but-
did nothing when he was in New York. He was terrible. Let me play this video while.
But wasn't he on y'all Super Bowl team?
No.
Yeah, he came after.
No, he came after.
Oh.
He didn't give us nothing. He made that one-handed catch, and we lost that game, by the way. And everybody was like, "Oh, Odell Beckham is the greatest thing," and
That's the same thing I said.
It was a good-
He just had a good catch.
it was a great catch, and then with a lot of
But sometimes people have good catches. That happens.
suspect,
Like David Tyree. He was known for that big catch in Super Bowl. That's it, pretty much.
like with a lot of suspect activity afterwards.
Like it ain't like what was my mind went blank, y'all. Who was the quarterback in Tennessee?
Stephen Mills.
Yes, McNair. It's not like he had McNair, and remember that hurt my soul when he was reaching with the ball.
Yeah, 1 yard. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that
that one that got his.
that hurt my soul. But it's
Yeah.
not like that situation.
But let me play this video, and we're gonna be right back.
Okay. Your sheet out the video.
Bitch, you on a young nigga with some money. Yeah.
Hey, wavy boy.
Fitted in on hundreds. Bitch, you wanna fuck on a young nigga with some money. Ain't no dummy, all I want is counting 50s and blue hundreds. Big dog, I might fuck your hoe and pass off just like I'm Chris Paul. I ain't drinking Hennessy, I told him pour me up some Cristal. Yeah, I'm turned up to the max, look the wrong way, get you pissed. She for the street, her she a freak. I hit one time, now she in miss. Ain't tryna talk, ain't tryna link, I'm a big dog tryna forget. You tryna be, just keep it street, I'm tryna put you in the brick
Nigga
wall.
keep tweaking on my name like I won't put him in the brick
I
wall.
play
for keys, so stay on point. One little false move will get him knocked off. Bad bitch only lean once, but you know I got my rocks off. She like a nigga with money, so you know she can't a big dog. Get a nigga pissed off. Bullets like I'm Brand. She eating perkies like they Tylenol 4, and then I'm dozing off. She eat the dick up, now got locked jaw. Big straps up, little bitch, I been a boss. She wanna fuck me, ass gon' cost. I done did it all, done seen it all. Bad bitches fucked them all. I had money, I fucked off. With my old friends, they done ran off. Before I let a nigga take me, we gon' have a fucking standoff. I need to talk with God, cause them things I did was dead wrong.
Bitch, you wanna fuck on a young nigga with some money. Ain't no dummy, all I want is counting 50s and blue hundreds. Big dog, I might fuck your hoe and pass her off just like I'm Chris Paul. I ain't drinking Hennessy, I told him pour me up some Cristal. Yeah, I'm turned up to the max, look the wrong way, get you pissed. She for the street, her she a freak. I hit one time, now she in miss. Ain't tryna talk, ain't tryna link, I'm a big dog tryna forget. You tryna be, just keep it street, I'm tryna put you in a brick wall. now she in missed calls. Talking, tryna link, I'm a big dog tryna forget. You tryna beef, just keep it street. I'm tryna put you in a brick wall.
Hey, wavy boy.
Back on air.
I'll play another video.
No, show her. Show that. Yeah, girl.
The FBI has released
Welcome to the Mob Podcast. We got the one and only XO Retro Bro. What it is, man?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Talk to the people, man. What you got going on, man?
I ain't been doing shit, getting the content out to the people, filming videos, music.
For sure, bro. But shit, look, man, we got a whole lot of doubters, man. A whole lot of down talkers,
I'm
man.
hearing the same shit, man. Fuck all the doubters, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Let's play the win shit, bro. Big mob shit, no fraud shit. Facts.
That boy dead.
Where you at, Michael? Where you at, Michael?
We play to win, another load they keep coming in. That bitch bad, but I want a twin. V-Long looking for a friend. Palm angel to my dividends. You took back ends from the wrong man. Try to rob me, then you gonna sin. This gas high, but it's potent. Mob ties in motion. My thighs been loafing. Glock 34, whole 10. Me and gang don't do friends. For my back ends, come on loose ends. I'm real, no need to prove it. I need a self-improvement. All my pain in my music. All this pain, I'ma use this trap shit, I'm really into it. This rap shit, I really influence. I had to call me a trap for all of the packs that I'm moving. Feds coming, I'm acting clueless. I know they watching my movements. I was selling high, showing love. Packs was booming. Stop assuming when you can just ask. All of my business get toe tagged. I check for the snakes when I'm on grass. I'll throw you a P if you open. Go check on that boy who ain't come back. I heard he got shot in his colon. He really shitting on him with a bag. We play to win, another load they keep coming in. That bitch bad, but I want a twin. V-Long looking for a friend. Palm angel to my dividends. You took back ends from the wrong man. Try to rob me, then you gonna sin. This gas high, but it's potent. Mob ties in motion. My thighs been loafing. Glock 34, whole 10. Me and gang don't do friends. For my back ends, come on loose ends. I'm real, no need to prove it. I need a self-improvement. All my pain in my music. All this pain, I'ma use it.
Yo. That was Retro Rail joint.
And we have another score in the Rams game. Looked like Cooper Kupp, who they've been trying to double team, who was the Triple Crown winner for the NFL with 145 catches, 1,943 yards, and 16 touchdowns. Just caught his first touchdown in the Super Bowl, giving the Rams a 13-3 lead.
Damn. Rams ain't playing nowadays.
Already.
I said I was leaning Rams. Matt Stafford, he been in. Did they block the?
Yes. Oh, what is this about?
They're trying to get the 2 points. They can get to the end zone. It'll be 2 points for them. Well, they blocked the extra point, so it's 13-3. I know I didn't have 3. But Stafford the Cup, like I said, Cooper Kupp, Triple Crown winner. They're in the lead, touchdowns, receptions, and yards. And his wife put him through college so he can chase his dream.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, I need it.
To put you through college so you can chase your dream.
No bankroll. Network. Big sponsor.
No love, just a sponsor, huh?
Because she loved him, probably why she did it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you gotta find somebody that's gonna love you. Okay.
The right tax bracket.
Oh, gotta be the right tax.
Everybody don't deserve this. Gotta be the right tax.
You know what? You got problems. You got problems.
If you're in the 740 credit score, we ain't even
So let me ask you: do you have a 740 and above credit score? Okay, so why is that your expectation of the woman that you're talking to?
Uh-oh, she done turned to Kevin
When I
Samuels on
did
you.
have a 740 credit score and I was dealing with women that had a lower credit score, I helped them out, so I was hoping for the same thing.
What that got to do with them?
That's your
That's your choice.
I know.
I feel like this. This is how I feel. If you are seeking a relationship, your expectations that you have for that other person, you should either meet or exceed. If you lowered your expectations and now you feeling some kind of way, guess whose fault that is? Yours. And yes, I could be the female Kevin Samuels today if that's what we need to do. I don't like that man, by the way. I just want to put that out there.
But he does have some interesting points.
He has interesting points, but he is extremely rude. And I need him to understand that while you going in on these people, look at yourself, brother.
Well, some of these people you gotta be rude to.
No. Some of these people that he talked to, that's what I'm talking about. Don't. No.
I'm just saying.
I just watched a video of him. This one chick. As soon as she comes on, she's 37, 2 kids, and she decided to be celibate. He went in on her.
About what?
You should be giving it away. You should. Why are you celibate? Don't nobody want a woman that's 37 with 2 kids and ain't giving it up.
Who's the dude?
Kevin Samuels, you don't know who he is. That's the dude who people believe to be gay, even though he's not claiming it. But he goes in on the people that call into his show.
But is he wrong about it?
Some of the stuff he is. Because real talk, she shouldn't be that just take this one situation I just mentioned. She should not be giving it away to everybody. Because although you 37, that don't mean you based off of what he suggested to her, she giving it away. She gonna be a hoe.
She don't no. One, she got 2 kids, she shouldn't be a hoe. So I can disagree with that. However, if you 37 and a male is interested in you talking about, well, I have sex until I'm married, it's gonna be very few men that are gonna want to wait.
Right. But if here's the thing, he'll have
Unless
a
she
good
got
point,
some,
but then he'll follow it with nonsense. You see what I'm saying?
I'm about to follow with nonsense too, because I'm about to say, unless she got some good blowjob skills, they're not sticking around until you
That's
38.
That's CP3 logic right there.
Let's get to the core of what we're talking about. Because we talk about this issue a lot, but we don't get to the core.
Okay, what is the core? The
core of it is, like you said, she's at a point in her life where she's deciding that she doesn't want to have sex until she gets married. That's what she's doing. So now you have another guy coming into the picture that has nothing to do with her past, but because of the road that she's traveled, she's putting stipulation on this guy that had nothing to do with that. And it puts him in a fucked up position. Not saying that he's only expecting sex, but sex is a part of a relationship. And then if you're withholding that until you get a ring on, that's basically like holding hostage on a relationship. Like, you know what my end game is, you know what I want, so what you want to propose on the first day that y'all meet. But it's like, because people are damaged or haven't dealt with the situations they've been to prior dealing with someone else, they put stipulations on the new people that come into their lives, and people that are being victimized because of the people that they dated that they don't even know, but they're having to jump through all of these hoops and deal with all this BS because of what somebody else did in a previous relationship that she hasn't healed from, and because whatever might remind her of that situation, then I'm that same person, or I have those same intentions, and I got to explain myself. Well, no, this is what I meant. Well, you said it this way, and that's the same way such and such said it, so this must be the way you're thinking. Like, and then you got to sit there and explain. I'm like, people got to learn how to heal from the shit that they've been through before you jump into another relationship.
That's true.
That's why I say all of that. A lot of folks are monkey barring from relationship to relationship because they can't stand to be alone, because they can't look at themselves in the mirror and admit that they have flaws. They have something they need to work on, but they always want to blame the other person.
Right. And
unfortunately, that's what I've been running into. And I run the other fucking way because I'm not dealing with that shit because I've dealt with it before.
This man, we done touched the nerve in CP3 today.
You know the funny thing is, I knew we were going on that path.
I'm just saying,
When this
man.
man said victimized, and we talk about a woman abstaining from sex, and you said he victimized him, so because he ain't getting that, he is victimized.
I mean, that's
Oh,
part of a relationship.
but that's not, you're not a victim.
That's not the whole. I'm not saying I'm going to victimize my being strong, but you're held to a standard that you
You
shouldn't
are.
have to be held to. Maybe victimizing. Well, when it comes to the pussy, she hold the pussy hostage. So yeah, you're a victim.
No.
You're a victim.
You know what?
Here's the thing. First of all, a lot of women, and me included, would prefer to abstain from sex when meeting a guy
Until you feel a connection.
until you have to get to know people.
Definitely.
And the reason for that is because you don't want another body on your list
No,
just because.
Just
you know what
because.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm saying each other for like 6
Yeah.
months. The vibe is there, the connection there, but because of stipulations you put on a relationship, we're not.
But you said 6 months. Let me explain that to you right now. As a black female in America, 6 months, that is not normal.
Yeah.
A guy will beat your door down in 6 months. I wish in 6 months. Then he's
Yeah.
like, oh, well, what's going on? No,
So
they do that on 6 days.
So let me give a shout out to Max Dollars. He's a producer. Shout out to Max Dollars. Now let me get back to what we were talking about. Like on some real stuff, you gotta think about it like this though. When we really want it, we will chase it for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is, if we chase it, if you make us wait 6 months and it ain't good,
we done. But the thing is,
the fact that y'all even saying 6 months, I'm gonna be real with you.
if you
This
chase it for
dating
6
scene out here is not it.
I mean, if you chase it for 6 days, if it ain't good, we gone.
Let's be real. Remember when a lot of females were talking about that 90-day rule?
Yeah.
Men were mad.
Yes.
Okay, so taking that logic, why are you looking like that? There were a lot of men that were angry about the 90-day rule.
we couldn't wait 3 months to get the pussy.
That's what I'm trying to explain to you right here. Your fellow man does not share your beliefs on that 6 month thing.
So
Okay, which is why, and I'm gonna be real with you, watching the video, Kevin Samuels focused on the wrong thing. When he asked her, so what, you're not gonna have sex until you're married? She was like, well, yeah. She didn't sound sure about that. So that meant to me that she's probably one of these females that just wants to abstain from having sex until she is in a relationship and she's comfortable.
Yeah.
So that's what he should have focused on. But no, Kevin Samuels, being the toxic man that he is, because not all men are toxic, however, this gentleman is. Okay. Being the toxic man that he is, he went in on her, telling her she should be happy somebody wanted, you should be giving it away.
I don't know about the giving away, but however, I've heard some of these conversations.
Yes.
And some of these women do need to hear some of the shit that he says.
Some of these women,
Not
yeah.
all of the women, because
Right.
as much as he's toxic, a lot of people call in there.
And they're toxic.
They're toxic.
Right.
They're
But
equally
here's the
toxic.
thing: when you behave in that way, that's what you will get. Okay? Because truth be told, when we first really heard about Kevin Samuels, he was being toxic to people who did not deserve it.
When I heard about him, he was being toxic to people that did deserve it, because there were like women that were saying, "Oh, I want a baller, I want this,
I
this."
do remember that.
And they were making like $30,000 a year, but they want a dude who makes $100,000.
Which,
And
like I said, your expectation should be something that you can meet as well. So
Yes.
I agree with that. But it's for him, it's the delivery. His delivery. And then on top of that, it's like Kevin Samuels, bruh, you ain't what you saying that you are either. So check yourself, because he's called people ugly. Ma'am, you're not good looking. You don't look good. Brother, you're not the best looking.
Is that the dude that was on the MTV, right? Kevin something?
Kevin Samuels.
That's him on like the MTV, one of the shows back on the, like Road Rules or something. Was that him?
I don't know.
no, what are you talking about, man?
I don't know. It's one of the dudes that was on what was that? The show with the house where they live in the house.
The Real World?
Yeah, no. One of the dudes named Kevin. He became a big internet person.
It might be. I would not be surprised.
I've never heard about him being on The Real World.
I didn't either, but that would be
dude was more
surprised.
liberal, so yeah, he wasn't.
Oh, they got Cincinnati got a touchdown.
Or they were driving, but they did get in the end zone. Like Wiggins caught a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow, making it a 13-9 game, pinning the point after 5:47 left in the second quarter.
Well, this gonna be a game.
I told you it's gonna be a good game, depending on whose defense is gonna step up. For the first time the Bengals that got to the end zone after being in the red zone, it was a kind of a trick play, a toss to Samar J.P. Ryan, ex-Washington Commander, football team player, Redskin, whatever you
I
want to call it.
remember him too.
And he threw a touchdown pass to Wiggins on a trick play, which is good for Cincinnati, but it gives Rams something that they had on it. They had to pull out a trick play to get in the end zone, so I think they can build off of that and try to.
Shit, they only down by 3 now.
Yeah, I think the Rams going to go on a drive to get a touchdown going in the half. Matt Stafford is veteran. He knows how important it is to answer that touchdown. And they're going to engineer a drive and run all the clock, especially with Sean McVay. He probably got something scripted already. So, like I said, it's going to be a very interesting game, and that is entertaining. And, like I said, it's going to go back and forth.
I love these little conversations that we just have these very off, weird ass conversations. Like, just even talking about the Kevin Samuels now. Because it's always good. It's always good to hear different views on it, so that people could see. Like, I think he does do things to create the controversy.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear the latest of what Joe Rogan said on his lady on the interview? He said the realest shit that I've ever heard him say. He's like, if you're coming to me for vaccination advice, you're already lost. So he's like, don't take advice from me on vaccination. I'm the wrong person. You want to take advice.
Yeah, that's true.
So I had to give him. We trashed him last week, so I had to.
Well, see, we trashed him about something completely different.
Yeah, but like I said, when he fuck up, he actually man up and say, I don't know shit. Many folks can't say it.
But then he should never put on his podcast if he didn't know.
It's all about
Because his response to when they were questioning him about the people that he had on was like, oh well, these people are doctors and this. So you can't make that statement and then say something else a couple of weeks later because now you're trying to be politically correct.
Well, I think for me, I think that people have to use logic.
Yeah.
And he's not a doctor, he's not a scientist, he's not any of those things. So if you're talking about his personal opinion, everybody has an opinion.
Yeah.
I don't agree in any vaccine, honestly. Have I taken some? Yeah. But any vaccine or all these little shots and things they made you take over the years, I don't necessarily agree with that. And it's not because I feel like, I'm not necessarily an anti-vaxxer. I just know the people who are making them, they're not trustworthy. Big Pharma is not necessarily trustworthy. They've messed up many, many times. And sometimes their mistakes cause detrimental, things to us as a whole. So I feel like I'm entrusting my life in these companies who aren't really trustworthy. Like Dr. Fauci, for instance, he is somebody that people consider trustworthy. People feel like his word is golden. But when you go back, when Dr. Fauci spoke on the AIDS epidemic, he was completely and totally wrong. He said that, and there's video out there, you can Google it, so you can go look. But Dr. Fauci, when it came to the AIDS epidemic, he did a press conference and he said, well, infants are getting AIDS just for being around people who had AIDS. That's what he said. You can just get it from being around someone like it was a viral thing. We now know that was incorrect, but he said it as if it were fact. So even if a person is a doctor or a scientist or whoever, you have to, yes, Dr. Fauci may know more than the average person, but he could be wrong too. So with that said, nobody's opinion on any of this stuff is wrong. Now, if you're just putting something out there as fact, then you're just flat out lying. How do we know that these doctors, scientists, or Dr. Fauci, their information that they're providing, how do we know that's fact? Because they've lied before, were wrong before. Not necessarily lied. They probably thought that they were telling the truth. But at the end of the day, who cares? Who cares? Joe Rogan is not somebody that you need to hold accountable for putting out misinformation because it's literally his opinion. Now, on Joe's end, he needs to make sure that he lets that be known when he says it. This is my personal opinion. CP3 done said it a few times on this show. This is my personal opinion. Say that because when you have that platform, you are responsible for letting people know this is not anything that's factual. I don't have that. I haven't done a whole bunch of scientific trials. I'm not him saying it after the fact. I feel like it's definitely not a good thing. You should have said it before.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where I just feel like you saying it now. It's kind of like,
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I just find like whatever. Like if you stated at the beginning, then it's something different.
Right.
I'm gonna take a step back. Like you said, he's not a doctor. He has no education in that field at all.
Mm-hmm.
So if these folks choose to believe him, is
That's
it really
their fault.
is that really his fault because they choose to believe some dude that's on a podcast that's smoking weed and just talking shit that he knows what the fuck he's talking about when it comes to
Well,
vaccination?
no. It wasn't that he just said it. He had people that were quote unquote doctors or something like
Now,
that.
if they weren't doctors, that's where I have a problem.
Well, we just had a lady that said when they was agreeing with Trump about the Clorox bleach and shit, like, yeah, that might really work. So some of these doctors, like you say,
Well, no. But even like I said, even the doctors can be wrong.
Yeah.
Even doctors can be. You gotta think about a doctor can misdiagnose you. Like
I have my theories on doctors because
So-
let's be really practice medicine. What does that mean? You practice medicine.
So-
you're not finding a solution.
one of the things is and I learned this from there's this great video on either Instagram or Facebook or social media, and it says the lie is practice makes perfect. Practice makes improvement. Doesn't make because we're not perfect beings. So how could it make? So how could practice make make something perfect when we're not perfect beings?
Right, perfect is not attainable.
Yes, but we can improve every day.
Yep.
From there forth, and I was just like, even when I talk now, and I when I'm at work, I tell them practice makes improvement. We strive to be better than we were yesterday. If we're chasing perfection, then we're chasing a lie because none of us are perfect. So, medicine is a practice. That's the practice. They're striving to improve how to be better than how they were yesterday and the day before, and to give people what could be cured or what could be fixed or the right amount of medicine. Even if you're sick, when they give you pills, sometimes one medicine may counteract the other medicine, so they gotta find the right balance. And sometimes that doesn't happen the first time; it happens several other times.
And honestly, even with the medication, like there are some medications where it's designed to help you, but what your body ends up doing is relying on that medication. So now you're stuck taking that medication longer than what you need to because now your body can't do it on its own.
And
let's go back to the reason why the body can't do it. Because people are in this clean living. I said this before. If you're protecting your immune system by always eating right and medicine and vitamins, when something does attack your immune system, it's not used to fighting it because you protect it so much. So that's why when folks are getting these colds and stuff now, it's taking them longer to recover because their immune system has been so protected. It's not used to having to fight off bad things. So we have to have a line between that. I understand clean living, but if you don't test your immune system when something comes in there to attack it, it's going to hit you harder because it's not used to fighting off those infection stuff because you tried to keep your body so clean. I know this is my opinion, but I don't have clean living, but I don't get sick. I don't get the flu. I don't get anything because I practice. I leave a beer out overnight. I woke up this morning, I drank it. I'm supposed to throw it away and get it fresh. What? Something might be in it. You know, my body got to fight it off. I actually drunk a pancake, a beer that had cigarette ashes in it. Like, oh well, fuck it. My body got to fight that shit off. So when shit
You are
happens,
living on the dangerous side.
I'm just
You are really living in the vida
I'm
loca.
just saying you have to test your. You have to test your.
But that's not. We don't condone
I'm
that.
that's the extreme. That's the shit I used to do back in the day to test my system.
Because this right here, that's not. No.
Lady interjected that shit quick as a
It's got CP3. That's what you doing. Somebody.
She couldn't even get the words out, and she was like, "We don't condone that."
I be helping.
Here's my thing: having a clean diet is different than what you're referring to. Having a clean diet or things that your body is supposed to have so that it can be at its best is ideal.
I'm speaking about the folks that used to use the hand sanitizer before we needed to use hand sanitizer.
Right. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
something like that. It like us wearing masks actually makes us a little more vulnerable to a lot of different things. So once we get to the point where we don't have to wear masks at all, even if COVID is completely gone, our immune system is gonna kind of be messed up. Okay. We like put it like this. You take a kid that's been in the house, okay? Or at least a home environment. And you take that kid and you send them to school. What happens? And y'all parents, y'all know exactly what happens. That kid comes back with a cold from outside because their immune system is not at that level it should be in a school environment. So they're gonna catch something. That's what happens. They bring it home to everybody in the household and bam, everybody's sick. But once that kid is in school for a while, their immune system builds up and everything is a lot better. So part of what CP3 is talking about is kind of true. But
You sound like it hurt you to say that.
yeah, but please don't leave the beer out just to test your immune system.
I'm not saying it was the last beer in the house. It was sitting on the table this morning.
I'm just putting it out
And
there.
I didn't have another one in the house, so I said, fuck it.
Please don't do that. Y'all.
You know what? I think we need a video break.
I just got a quick side note before we ready to break. I was on Super Dave's page,
Yeah.
and this is the anniversary of him having a pizza commercial on Super Bowl Sunday. I didn't know that.
Oh damn! I didn't know that either.
Yeah, he got a YouTube joint on his channel, and he had a 2012 Super Bowl commercial where he was DJing or something. It's on his page. But Super Dave, if you're watching, we definitely got to talk about that. I didn't know he was a Pizza Hut superstar, man.
But
Super Bowl Sunday too.
me and Super Dave we're working on the he got an idea and he wants me to shoot a video for this up and coming artist, and then we're working on some skits that me and him been writing and stuff, and he has another skit that he wants me to shoot. Did these motherfuckers just get another touchdown?
Look like he got an interception in the end though.
Oh, that sucks. But we gonna play. Speaking of anniversaries, we're gonna play Money Combo. It's the anniversary of Gunman number 2.
You're back.
Oh, come on, man. I got family, I got kids, everything. Everything's upstairs in the closet, bro. Just take it.
Money. I love that money.
Lucas.
Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. You don't really want to play. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. And you don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. Cause money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. Money, 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 make you shut him mouth. Don't never ever talk about it if you never had the clout. You don't know what to say. Stay up out of my way. Cause money make me shut them off. Keep playing with these goonies, boy, I'm gonna have to make the call. Stay in bounds on your pivot, boy, if you gon' ball. Cause a lot of niggas be fake, and you really can't play. Cause we done got it out the mud, nigga, what you talking about? Screaming, oh my God, money got me pride. They living a lie, look into my eyes, they might seem surprised. This is homicide. We just multiply, we been on the rise. If we got some wings, fuck it, we gon' have to fly. Money's what I'm talking about. Day in my life, take me a different route. And use all my case, niggas on my face. You can get it erased, what you talking about? Money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. And you don't really wanna play, you don't know what to say. Cause money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really wanna play, you don't know what to say. Cause money's what I'm talking about. You never crossing these borders. I'm whipping it up, Gordon Ramsay. I swear that I'm cooking these orders. You talk about me, you better just hope that you can just really afford it. I'm ballin', I'm winning. I'm feeling like Robert Tahori. Nigga, I'm scoring. I count in the morning. They talk about me, then I gotta ignore it. My bitches be foreign, so independent, my money be corporate. These rappers is boring. You hate me and I'm always gonna adore it. I'm smoking that Soarin'. She always go ahead and let me explore it. I call her my Dora. You can go and talk about me, I ain't flawless. I go put my all in. If a nigga talk about me, then I'm gone in. You know that I'm gone in. Jumpin', take trips, Pompeii. All day, always keep 3 stacks like Andre. I get it, man. And you can never, ever get rid of that. So watch what you say, and watch how you do. If you playing the game, then you play by the rules. Money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. And you don't really wanna play, you don't know what to say. Cause money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really wanna play, you don't know what to say. Cause money's what I'm talking about.
You know, we should really interview the young lady in that video because I seen her Instagram pictures. I was like, damn.
I was about to say shout out to Jordan Grissom. I do follow her.
We know you do.
Yes, I do. That was one of the favorite scenes. We have to retake my time. It was so soft.
Oh my God. You are so
So
I don't
did
think-
perverted.
Hey, I'm sorry.
so did you cop a film?
Nah, I was being respectful. I just felt
You wanted to though, didn't
You
you?
damn right I did. I did.
If you did cop a film, how you know she was soft?
I felt her as I was.
Oh, her skin was
Yeah,
so. Oh,
certain parts of her body.
what? Like what?
Because I came up behind her
Mm-hmm.
and then I tossed her.
Mm-hmm.
Made sure.
We made sure what?
That I was real. I was supposed to.
You was real.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I made sure it was real.
That sounds like sexual assault.
It does. What happened?
She was getting poked by two.
Oh my God.
Both was loaded and ready to fire.
Toxic man. Toxic man.
Oh, skate.
That's what I'm talking about right here.
I don't even know where to go at this point.
That's the problem.
No, you don't need nothing else.
This is what happened. You bring 1,800 on set.
Nigga, get the water. Get the water.
I'm gonna learn her something by bringing this big ass bottle. I'm gonna learn her something by bringing this big ass
So you gonna have to hold 1,800.
pull a big ass bottle out of big ass bottle.
You know, we just be on some.
He can't get himself together. He's terrible.
We just be on some ratchet shit some days.
You mean
No,
him?
him.
Oh, okay, because that's what it is. It's this one. We talking about you.
Oh Lord, the voice done changed and everything.
This bottle was full when she got here.
What?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I done had a couple of cups.
I'm just saying. So that bottle be gone in
What?
2 hours.
And his voice is cracking and everything.
Because the shit.
You spending $40 tonight?
Right. 60.
I gotta sell some more cars.
Mm. So it got to be free, huh?
Yeah, we just got some new cars and thank God.
Oh, that's good. Shout
Shout
out to we had two.
We had 2. We got 70 I was a used car salesman for 2 weeks. We had no new car. We got some now though. So come on down to Crane Highway 2450, Waldorf Honda. If you're looking for a newer used vehicle, ask for Carol. I'll take care of you. New credit, no credit, bad credit. Come holler.
You're wild, though. You know you do.
Some Civics, we got some Ford, we got some HRV, CRV.
I'm gonna tell you though, people, if y'all think like a car salesman, they be like they got shady reputation. I'm gonna tell you the truth. They used to work at Radio Shack, so they're closed. I can talk shit about them all day long. If you want to know some, man, Radio Shack was some shady shit because, like, we were selling cell phones. That was like our main business. And if you would, like, I had to get my store out of this. So my store, like, if you came in as an old lady and with a flip phone, these motherfuckers gonna sell you an iPhone. You just wanted your free upgrade. And I had a lady that would do it. And I had to pull it to the side. I was like, yeah, I know every other manager besides me told you to do that. Don't do that shit. Look here. I can't.
She ain't
I was
gonna know how to do nothing with that phone.
I was like, because I'm gonna tell you from this perspective. Like, I have a mother that around that lady's age who you sold that phone to, and I would come back up here, and I would show you the meaning of what you wouldn't understand what real ghetto is, because the minute you say something like, well, I can't give this back to her because she signed that contract, and I was like, her bill is something. I said, I will pull your ass across that counter.
Because that was at the time where you would have your bill, and then you had that separate plan because you had the iPhone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had a BlackBerry at that time, and the BlackBerry was the same way, and your bill was skyrocketed.
And if you're not explaining that to them, I was like, I get it. If you get the young 20-something-year-old or 30-year-old that had the iPhone and they want to get another iPhone, that's cool. Don't just sell these people because you know you get a higher commission off of it.
Right.
And I was like, nah, we don't do that. And we did that, and we became number 8 in the company because we sold with integrity. Because I'll tell them straight up. Not only I was like, even if this company tells me I can't return that phone, I'm going to return the phone and I'm going to switch it out for what it is. And I'm going to give them the right phone. So you're going to lose that commission. And the thing about it is, so we would get, like we sold the AT&T phone at the time. You would get commission for just, oh yeah, the free shit on the phone. All you had to do was click a box and you would get commission for it. So not only are you getting commission for it, now you're basically being greedy. And I was like, we don't do that here. I said, because you're gonna think you looking at that $50 commission. I was like, the minute she comes to me, I'm gonna return that fucking phone, and you're not gonna get shit for it. And then I'm gonna sign up a new line for her. I'm gonna cancel that line, and I'm gonna sign a new line up in somebody else's number. And as a manager, I was still able to make commissions. So I would make, every now and then, but then I would throw other people's sales. And I was like, I'm gonna sign it up in somebody else's name, like, because the way that you're doing that is bad business.
Yeah. We got some breaking news in the Super Bowl. Looked like Odell Beckham went down.
Yes.
To some type of knee injury. The look on his face, I'm not sure if it's an ACL, but he went down with no contact, which is never a good sign. And the Rams are trying to drive to get something going with 18 seconds left before half, one timeout. They're 45, trying to maybe get into this fourth field goal to try to add back to their 3-point lead.
And that's a game changer losing Odell. He was a vital part. I mean,
He
he
is.
got one of the touchdowns already.
I don't like
So,
him, but
yeah, but he's a vital part of their team and their plan. So that's definitely an adjustment on the Rams.
Well, with Zay, he likes to utilize all his weapons, so
Mm-hmm.
it might, hurt his game plan some, but he has the other players involved.
Right.
He's trying to wheel route to the running back that worked earlier in the game that unfortunately the running back couldn't come up with, but
Right.
he has no problem incorporating the other players into it. That's one of the strengths of his offensive play calling, that he likes to spread the ball around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said an adjustment.
So
because
I got a question for you, Washington Commander fans. How many times have you dated or have sex with a Cowboy fan?
I dated one Cowboys fan ever.
I was in a 4 or 6 year relationship with him.
Man, that must be some intense love, intense
I
fucking.
wasn't. We didn't even make it to a year.
Because we didn't really talk about it. She was actually from Texas, so
That
I
makes
wasn't really
sense.
mad. We really didn't get into it. But I actually have had some.
Have you ended a relationship over that?
I've ended a sexual relationship with her.
Oh, you did tell us that.
Yeah.
She was talking trash.
Yeah, game was at 8 o'clock, just 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and she talking shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't. And by 4 o'clock, I was just like, look, I put people out of my house for talking shit. Oh, are you threatening me? No, I'm just letting you know that I'm only going to put up with so much before
It was a
you
promise,
ask me.
not a threat.
Nah, it was just saying, like, I've been listening to this shit for 4 hours. The game isn't started.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit for 4 more hours of this shit.
Why didn't you bang it? Did y'all win that game?
You put her out before.
I put her out the game before the game even started. I don't even know. Hey,
CP3, you are a savage at
But I'm
times.
gonna be real with you. That's irritating.
yeah.
Like, it's not even at that point. It's not even about what team you like. It's just you're annoying.
I need to find a chick that likes Buffalo because obviously she likes to be choked.
Oh my god.
That's how one of my left in it too.
Too soon.
Of course, you took what he said, his shade towards Buffalo, to put into your sexual antics.
Yeah,
He's saying choke artist. Buffalo's choke
He
artist.
said he liked to be choked. She liked to be choked, but she wanted me to use the belt. No, I wouldn't do it.
You don't understand.
So you had a limit.
Yeah, no, man. It's got a little too freaky for me. What happened if, she don't use a safe word? Next thing I know, she dead and I gotta explain that shit.
So did you ever try out with the belt with her?
Nah, I couldn't do it, man. Well, I didn't have a proper belt that was the one that you would need to do that.
Let me into that. Let me into that. No, you know why I asked that question? Because it's Toy J's like a box.
Meaning you would have.
I mean, she was persistent about it. If she would have had a belt and I would have tried. Because I mean, I'm not gonna knock it till I try it at least once. I'm not that type of person. I tried it if I don't want to.
So why you break up with her?
Because I never got a belt that would do it. I'm getting frustrated. I'm like,
back to what the lady Antoinette said. Meaning you would have.
I would have tried it once. Then if
Okay.
but it wasn't my thing because choking with your hand is one thing. Choking with a belt is a whole other level of freakiness, man. I'm sorry.
But you would have tried it if you found the right belt.
Is it safe to say you were intimidated by her freakiness?
No, I just didn't want nobody to come up. I didn't want to. I smoke while I'm having sex, and I don't want to. I might, something might happen and she lose consciousness or some
They
shit.
make movies about people like
Exactly. I'm not trying to be one of those movies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
You trying to make a snuff film.
It's gonna be a lifetime movie.
That's the most
If her
violent.
sister was gonna come get you.
That's what I'm saying. I don't need their problems in my life, man. Life is already complicated enough, man. I'm not adding to that.
So if a chick asks you now, say if y'all been dating for a year, and she asks you, she's like, I want to take it up a notch.
If she want me to choke her with a belt,
Yeah.
I mean, if she got the right belt, I tried once because I haven't done it before. If it adds to the sexual time that we're having, and she gets off on it, and we know the limits, and I can, not kill her. Yeah.
Nigga said
I
not
don't want
kill her.
nobody, man.
That's the goal, not
Yeah,
kill her.
exactly.
Not kill her.
I don't want nobody.
Just don't kill her.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be on that movie, man. We were just having fun. I don't know what happened.
What are definitive no's for you?
Biting.
bite hard or like a nibble?
Nibble, bite, all
You
that.
don't do that.
I had one young lady that she had to do that shit. I kept on
She
like,
had to bite you?
yeah,
Like hard?
nah, she would nibble a little bit and then she would take, a nice, I'm like, nah. So I said it twice and she did it again. I was like, look, I just hit it from the back, bust my nut, and got the fuck out of it.
You never called her again?
Hell nah.
Because she nibbled on.
Yeah, she don't know how to listen, man. I use my safe word, hippopotamus and everything.
Hippopotamus. That is not a sexy word.
But you can't, but you gotta get the whole thing out.
What if
you
you
can't be hippo. Like I said, you gotta say the whole thing so you hit that stroke.
What if you can't?
Exactly. I didn't hear it. They say, how come you didn't stop? You didn't say the safe word. I was trying to, but you didn't say it.
And then she go in the bed.
That's why now you can deliver our faith. Shit. Now you understand.
So
I have a question too. Go ahead.
So the girl that wanted to get choked, was she white or black?
Black.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was she light skin or red? Or was she a red bone or a dark?
Brown skin.
Oh, so you couldn't even tell if she was turning red or not. You was
Exactly. See, man.
Do not go into
Now you understand the complexity.
Oh
Getting
my
frustrated. Like,
goodness.
why won't you do it? Because you talking about a belt. That's something different.
So if she was white, so if she was white or red, you would have did it.
I don't know. Like I said, with the white woman, it's already enough to have my brown hand around their white porcelain neck. It's already.
Wait, white porcelain. You sound like you were turned orange just now.
Yeah, I think some women that were very
Porcelain.
Yeah. Some young Jewish girl.
Oh my God.
But yeah, man, it's a different, like when you choking, you can feel, if it's time to let go. When you got a belt, you don't know. And if they don't, if they getting off on it or they're, having a good time, they
You
might
were
not.
very detailed with this.
Because, man, I watched the movies that y'all was just talking about. I'm not trying to be one of them dudes, man. Like
When
I
have
said,
you ever watched a Lifetime movie?
Yeah. I had a girlfriend I lived with for 4 years. You think I ain't watched a Lifetime movie before?
I don't watch Lifetime ever, so.
I had.
Okay.
That's how I learned this.
Did y'all have sex after you watched a Lifetime movie?
No, my shit was fucked up because I was the most violent channel on TV. The dude always, she'd be mad because the dude that did some foul shit and looking at me like, you probably do that same shit.
Oh, no.
She was young, so, that's all she knew. That's why I had to get her ass out.
My roommate in college used to watch Lifetime.
And then wonder why they can't get a date. They think the worst thing about every dude they see, he's going to kidnap me, throw me in the trunk, just like one that.
My sisters used to watch Lifetime with my mom. I was like, that's why I ain't gonna never have a man. I said, it's the man hater network. I said, so when y'all grow up and have bad relationships, it's because of this shit.
For me, I feel like it was so cliche. But I got a question for you. Okay, so recently, viral conversation with Angela Yee's show Lip Service. They interviewed AJ Johnson. AJ, for those who don't know, AJ Johnson was Shireen on House Party and the mama on Baby Boy.
Yes.
Okay. So she's 58 now. She was having a very candid discussion about her 50th birthday.
We talked about this last week.
Right. So she explained how she, for those who don't know, she explained how she had two gentlemen, and she said it was a threesome. She had two gentlemen, and she did something over here. They turned her around. She did something with the other one. Right. So she refers to it as a threesome. She is now being dragged on the internet because a lot of people feel as though she had a train run on her.
Not necessarily with the train, but it wasn't a threesome.
So some people call that a trio. Not necessarily because it's not a train. And per the threesome situation, all parties are not interacting with each other. So she refers to the threesome, but she's saying that it's not a train. And she felt like, she was like, well, if that's what you want to call it, choo haters, that's what she said. She doesn't really care either way. But I feel like people worry about the wrong stuff. True.
I mean, I think
they are dragging this moment, right?
I mean, trio is cool. I think that's cool.
So here's the thing about it. Some of the people, let me offend a lot of people. Let me get my hat. So some of these people that are dragging her probably had a train probably was choo-chooing all through high school, college, and half of their 20s and 30s.
Which is why they feel that way.
Nigga that worked at Safeway.
Exactly, and by some broke dudes. Some of y'all, if y'all wasn't getting choo-choo, y'all was swallowing multiple kids on multiple days. So, like, if she did it and she was comfortable with doing it, that's what it is. Like, some of y'all dudes, some of y'all whores fuck y'all, not only y'all baby father, but then his brother and then his friends. Like some of y'all, like some of y'all doing crud stuff on a daily basis, but y'all want to judge somebody. Y'all be the, ooh, that's nasty. You know what's nasty? Your morals is nasty.
She was 50 and she wanted to bring in her 50th birthday.
And she wanted to do something, and here's the thing: she wanted to be sexual free. She's a life coach. She helps people. She actually stepped away from the entertainment industry, and she helps people get their lives together a lot.
And she's been life coach for a lot of famous people.
Yeah.
Too.
So she had a moment that she wanted to talk about. That's cool. A lot of y'all motherfuckers get a lot of y'all get trains ran on y'all for free on a daily basis. Some of y'all even plan out trains. Some of y'all fuck your baby father one day and his man the next day.
Or the same day.
Yeah. So, you know, is that case, y'all ain't got that may not be a choo-choo train, but that sure is the whole train.
And so the argument, I don't think she used the term trio, but that is what a lot of people are referring to, that situation. It's a trio. And that a train would be 3 or more gentlemen, because a train has multiple cars, right?
Yeah.
You don't see a train with 2 cars and that's it, you know, just the caboose and then, no. You normally see, yeah. So I feel like this. It's not my business. She a grown woman.
Yeah.
That's not my business. I'm just curious of how she gonna top her 60th. Because she 58, she knocking on 60. What's she gonna do for her 60?
I mean, she can call me.
Trying to figure out this.
She still look good. She can call me. Her body's still banging.
And that's the problem. Like, you know, kind of like what you said. Some of these women wish.
Some of these people, like, let's get it real. You look at how AJ Johnson looks. She does fitness. She's a life coach.
And she's been fine for longer than some of these people.
Hell yeah, she been fine since House Party. I still hit that.
Of course you do. You get the planning, okay?
What you gonna do for that?
I don't know. I got 5 years to figure it out before 45. 5 years to figure it out.
Well, I'm still 25. I'll be 35 this year.
I mean, you got how you know? You know the funny thing is, you talk about what you gonna top. Hope your ass is in a relationship and you only with one woman.
That's what I want for her, but you know.
I would love that. That would be great. Yeah, that would be
We'll
cool.
go, you know, be in a relationship. You know, that should be your goal. And then you can be in the island.
Look at Dr. Dre just coming out for the Super Bowl. Hope your team don't lose.
Here's my thing with.
Look at Snoop looking like a whole bandana.
But Dr. Dre don't look nothing like how he used to. It's so crazy to me.
What you mean, body type or?
Yeah, all that. I mean, he looked the same, but don't. You know.
I remember Dr. J was a skinny ass nigga like Snoop.
That's what I say. He looked like a whole different dude.
Snoop like a whole bandana.
Right. True that.
Okay, we about to go to commercial break because I need to hear what song they singing.
Know some things on.
Yeah, the house phone. Look at this picture. So for those who don't know, the halftime show started. So then.
Shit, no. This bitch hard.
Oh yeah, Maji. This the one right here.
Nigga, I came from the struggle, came from the dirt like a puddle. Had to work hard, had to hustle, get where I'm at, it took muscle. Ice in my veins, D'Angelo Russell. Niggas gon' hate and some niggas gon' love you. Why would you think I would trust you? But now I'm the one they look up to. Nigga, I came from the struggle, came from the dirt like a puddle. Had to work hard, had to hustle, get where I'm at, it took muscle. Ice in my veins, D'Angelo Russell. Niggas gon' hate and some niggas gon' love you. Why would you think I would trust you? But now I'm the one they look up to. Gotta stick to the code, balance my high with my lows. Niggas gon' hate, I suppose, but when you the best, you the go. I guess that's just how this shit goes. D'Angelo Russell, the ice in my veins, embedded in my flows. My heart is cold, can't trust these niggas, not even these hoes. So I keep a poach just in case you want go. But what do you know? I am the best in this bit. I'm really getting tired of addressing that shit. I'm at the top of the crust where I sit. The flows are too lit, yeah, you know I'm legit. Every song drop is a hit, I don't miss. I don't plan on stopping till I'm in the dish. Put me on your track, you won't even exist. Just like Rich on me, I keep going in. Soon I get the flow and no need to punch in. Once I lock in, then I'm gone with the wind. I'm like a wizard when I grab the pen. Put words together, I'm making them blend. I always knew that one day I would win. Oh, you thought different, they go think again. They counted me out, even some of them can. Just like a flow, they just let it sink in. I don't got time for amends, I'm trying to buy me a Benz. Get me a house on the hill, I got time for no friends. They say I'm setting the trend. Vision mapped out, I don't need me a lens. Say what you want, I just grin. I know that you hating, there's love on the end. No need to pretend. See that I'm up, now you wanna be my friend. But it's too late, cause you wasn't back then. Came from the struggle, came from the dirt like a puddle. Had to work hard, had to hustle, get where I'm at, it took muscle. Ice in my veins, D'Angelo Russell. Niggas gon' hate and some niggas gon' love you. Why would you think I would trust you? But now I'm the one they look up to. Nigga, I came from the struggle, came from the dirt like a puddle. Had to work hard, had to hustle, get where I'm at, it took muscle. Ice in my veins, D'Angelo Russell. Niggas gon' hate and some niggas gon' love you. Why would you think I would trust you? But now I'm the one they look up to.
Hop on the beat, then I body this shit, cause the ice in my veins got a young nigga cold. Can't trust you niggas and none of you hoes. With money involved, they gon' switch up they roll. Give me a bone, cause I heard niggas plotting. Shoes on go, cause I know they been watched. Move out the move, I know they gon' cop. All in the pain, like who gon' stop? I'm at the top of the shit, I ball like Jordan, don't need no assist. The jumper too wet with the flick of a wrist. Jug on the song, so you know it's a hit. Pass me the ball, then you know it's a win. Hard in the pain, I'ma keep going in. Feel like the greatest, I'ma keep going in. I'ma keep it going in. How can I lose? I was destined for this. The flow is too cold, yeah, I'm destined to win. Flow off the top, I don't need me a pen. The love is too fake, I don't need me no friend. Chasing the bag, trying to count up the dead. They say that it's hate, but it's love in the end. Murder the beat, then I hop in the Benz. Murder the beat, then I'm gone in the wind.
Push button Tesla, that bitch running. DC gas, windows tinted, Glick on go, big 450, one man army, no lieutenant. Bitch don't send it, I'ma go get it. Finesse me a plug, bitch, you know who did it. Big dog shit, O-side Senate. Get smoke for some loud or get smoke for some midget. Niggas be wailing like they really in it. No Keenan, they kill all that shit really in it. I just came up from hell and I'm feeling my city. I should book me a shorty and bust on her titty. Get bitch, I'm freaky, I'm wild and I'm needy. Whenever I'm hungry, I tend to get greedy. I love me a bitch that can show she don't need me. She front all she want, but I bet she won't leave. Just load up this cannon, get sent to a planet. Just know that I see my whole future, I planned it. I'm numb to the damage, just turned to a savage. I lost me some niggas, I still feel the tragedy. These niggas ain't talking about money, it's static. I ain't got shit in the closet, this shit in the attic. 20 band lick, bitch, I really had it. I had more money than your fucking dad. Just cash me a check for 2,000 at Kroger's. I'm going to Florida, just rented a Rover. Met a new bitch and I'm bending her over. I'm driving high, but I'm fucking her sober. These niggas green and they think they a Clover. I'm in the city, slinging that cola. I want a Tesla, I feel like Nicola. I do not argue with dummies or soldiers. Push button Tesla, that bitch rented. DC gas, windows tinted, Glick on go, big 450, one man army, no lieutenant. Bitch don't send it, I'ma go get it. Finesse me a plug, bitch, you know who did it. Big dog shit, O-side Senate. Get smoke for some loud or get smoke for some midget. I'm not to the damage, I'm not to the damage, I'm not to the damage, I'm not to the damage. These niggas ain't talking about money, it's static. 20 man lick, bitch, I really hate it. Bitch, I really hate it. Bitch, I really hate it. Bitch, I really hate it.
Blizzy, what you cooking up?
Man, I keep having dreams. I want damn lottery, man. Whew. Man, nigga was busting last night. I'm gonna eat today. I feel like a steak or something, man, but I probably ain't got no steak, man. What happened last night, man? Man. Tired of being broke, man. I'm tired of being broke, man. Hey. I'm so sick of being broke, man. I had to run my bands all the way. Do you know how it feels to be broke? To be broke. I'm so sick of being broke, man. I had to run my bands all the way. Do you know how it feels to be broke? To be broke, yeah. This for all my hustlers who running up them digits. Every single dollar, you know that I'm gon' get it. That pussy, I won't miss it. If my pocket's itching, I can hear the money coming. Save the bullshit, I won't listen. No. Too much money on my mind. Oh, gotta get it all the time. Oh, when I reach $1 million, I still won't be fine. No, I ain't tryna be greedy. I just been one of the needy for so long. I ain't tryna be greedy. I just been one of the needy for so long. I'm so sick of being broke, man. I had to run my bands all the way. Do you know how it feels to be broke? To be broke. I'm so sick of being broke, man. I had to run my bands all the way. Do you know how it feels to be broke? To be broke, yeah. Spaghetti's on my neck. The army for some sex. Bust down a bit Rolex. I bought my bitch some rest. In the flame I threw 2 checks. Was broke, now I can flex. I do this for any nigga who make it out the Jackson. I'm gone. If you complaining, please don't hit my phone. I'm dealing with shit on my own. I'm trying to keep it back straight. Bro, niggas love to gravitate. I'm so tired of last place. I'm so sick of being broke, man. I had to run my bands all the way. Do you know how it feels to be broke? To be broke. I'm so sick of being broke, man. I had to run my bands all the way. Do you know how it feels to be broke? To be broke, yeah.
Now you can have an expert do your taxes for you. 100% free. Simple tax returns only. Must file by March 31st.
A few years ago, I told myself I'd be the next big thing in the industry. See, the game is simple. Life has its way to show us that anything is possible. The power of the tongue, which has the ability to be detrimental or beneficial. Was it beneficial? I'll leave that one up to y'all. This is my story from me to you.
If you're listening to this song right now, I'm speaking specifically to you. I want to give you my testimony and tell you a little bit about myself, if you don't mind. Alright.
Coming from nothing but a little struggle and pain. Crazy how we can all turn around for you and change. I done seen a lot of things in the street, wrong danger to me. Hustling with them niggas that was no good for me, but never gave up. 10 toes prayed up, thinking about the nights when the opposition got sprayed up. Trying to see a sunny day, all I get is rainy days. Screaming free my dogs and the loved ones who ain't here today. Yeah, I miss you, wanna kiss you, wanna hug you and hold you, won't forget you. All my life I've been misunderstood, just a little nigga tryna get up out the hood. And this thing we call poverty, but that's all inside of me. Used to cry myself to sleep, but strong I gotta be. Now I'm on TV, I done made it out the street. Troubled child turned the dreams to reality. See, I knew that I would get there all along. Listen to the words of the song. This is my story from me to you. All I wanna do is just give you my truth. All I really want, promise to keep this just between me and you. Just between me and you, yeah. And you can do anything, just believe in your dreams will come true. Who would've thought that we would come up like we did? Running around on Upland Street, man, I never forget. They told us we was bad, always getting in some shit. Breaking windows from throwing rocks, but we was just being kids. And smoking at the park, coming in after dark. Rolling with them thug niggas, reckless with no heart. Sexing on them, hood rats addicted from the start. Trapping and catching cases, ghetto life is so hard. Coming from a broken home, left me all alone. Neglected as a child with nothing to call my own. But now that I'm good, now that I'm paid, I'm shining, everything is okay. This is my story from me to you. All I wanna do is just give you my truth. I'm giving you my truth, will you hear me? Promise to keep this just between me and you. Don't you tell nobody, no. And you can do anything, just believe in your dreams will come true.
So yeah, this is a to B conversation. And with great faith, you can see your way out of anything.
Don't get this motherfucker right. Right.
If you ain't a boss, switch your position. They hating me on the low. I cannot listen. I pack your bag if you trippin'. I got me your superstition that you been looking for ways. Get me up off this mission. My grandma told me, boy, watch what you pitching. You stay safe at the base and not what you whipping. They just all in my business. Scotty knows just what a pippin'. Flow like I be rapping, tiptoeing J's when I'm riffing. They say I be hot, but I think I'm sizzling. Surgically put on the clinic, spit it out just to a dentist. Try to do me some good, but they say I'm a menace. We back and forth like it's tennis, and I can't mold out my image. But we can't really change what you already felt, and nobody can say we never did help, never did it to mention. So let's calm all the tension. Let's just show you what's real and just get back to this business, you know. Tryna make a flip up off a quarter P. This is what it is and what it's supposed to be. I've been right here if you ain't noticed me. It's them Southside squad niggas for the D. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. A rapper step up to me, that be a no-no. I be deaf cause they so-so. WWE, I got the game in a chokehold. Stamp it just like a logo. Just keep it on the low-low. They like I'm back on my mojo. Man, I still be great, either riding or solo. Used to bag up them Cincos just to make back that Ocho. Going into OT when I was loving that Coco. Spit it all on some promo. I'm talking tables and photos. Dying for what I love. I forgot about the Toto. Don't become a D-Rust, that mean you breaking a bro code. Man, all of these threats, I might just buy me a fofo. Try and get all of these checks, so I don't see you just no more. Man, you rapping ass niggas, I see you done change, even when I touch my first million. I stay the same, you can't deliver, does y'all know? Fuck this game like a porno, they hearing this like, oh no, ain't from DC, but he go.